had a good question come in from John. He says, my dilemma is, I got it in my head that a scooped banjo would suit my style. Living in a rural part of Canada, there are not a lot of dealers around, so just accessing a scooped banjo to play is a challenge. So do you think the scoop makes much of a difference? I am tempted to order a scooped good time banjo. Again, I would consider it a safe purchase. Thanks again, John. Well, John, so things I could say about the scooped fingerboard on the banjos. You can see this banjo I just made, I scooped it out. That's a feature you see a lot on some of the older banjos. I think they probably started doing it mostly as a way just to get, so the neck would easily come up under where the tacks or the tension hooks and the hoop was. But yeah, it helps you be able to play up there a little bit. But it's not really necessary. I mean, if you really like playing up on the neck like that, if you really like that, then it's probably, yeah, it's worth it to you to do something there, to have a scooped neck, or have a, that's the other thing too, is you yourself, you can scoop the banjo neck yourself, especially if you have like a cheaper banjo or something that you're not particularly concerned with. I mean, I scooped that neck. When I made it, it's a pretty simple operation. You just need to take the neck off the banjo, clamp it in a vise, with some nice wooden blocks and leather around it so it doesn't mar up your workpiece. Clamp it down, and then just go to town with some chisels and a rat tail file and some sandpaper and stuff. You can scoop your own fingerboard out and seal it up, revarnish it and stuff when you're done so it stays sealed up. So that's one option. You could scoop the fingerboard yourself. I wouldn't go all the way to the point of, like, especially if you're up in Canada and you can't get one, you have to order it from the States. Probably it might cost a lot of money. I wouldn't be too bent out of shape about it. If I really wanted a scooped fingerboard on a banjo I would do it myself. It's a pretty simple thing, especially if it's not an antique instrument you want to do it on. Just, I would definitely say practice on a cheap banjo first, right, before you did it on something nice. So yeah, that's my answer to that. And you probably noticed, like, I don't really play, I don't do this like, I don't do all this little plucky notey stuff up there very much. I'm more of I'm like a rhythm banjo player, I would describe myself as. And to get the best rhythm, I find that I'm doing most of my picking, I'm using the drum down here. Up here, you're losing the drum effect. So I would only play up here for certain specific, like, performances, or if I was accompanying somebody and they wanted me to play quietly, I would then pick out a melody up here. But generally, I'm beating out a big, heavy, rowdy, boisterous rhythm with this instrument. That's what I think it was really intended for, and what it does the best, laying down a heavy, raucous rhythm. And so I get that effect best by playing down here over the drum head. And then if I want to get away from that, then I'll do my... I'll do that kind of, that stuff. And that I've discussed that in some other videos, how to get started figuring out a way to do that. But yeah, John, there you go. If you really want one, go for it. Consider doing the operation yourself. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see y'all later.